Good day, friends and everyone. Yesterday, I discussed with you on the topic prayer not the cure for unemployment in Africa. I did mention that we Africans do believe that prayers can solve every problem. But I was trying to tell you that there are problems we can solve ourselves without necessarily depending on prayer. That is why God gave us the talent, the brains, and the ideas. So you only need to figure out what to do. Come out with ideas and do things that will help you, and not depending solely on prayers. See, if you depend solely on prayers, you might end up disappointing yourself. You'll be the architect of your own troubles. You see. So today I'll be moving on to the next topic, which is African education system, a major promoter of unemployment. Our education system is designed in such a way that it programs us to become job seekers, not job creators. To become creative employees, not entrepreneurs. See, so you see, every African will come out of school, and the only thing he or she knows how to do best is to write CV. So in our business schools, we are not taught how to become creative entrepreneurs, but how to become creative CV writers, job winning CVs, how to write job winning CVs. So you see, somebody studied engineering, a lecturer in mechanical engineering, and yet even he or she cannot solve a common problem in his car. He has to send the car to a common mechanic from junior high school or with no basic education at all to fix it. This is how our education system is contributing to unemployment, because it has programmed us to become employees, job seekers, not job creators, not entrepreneurs. You see, so you see that all those jobs that are created in Africa are not created by educationists, those who hold PhD in business administration. They don't own any enterprises. They only know how to manage people's businesses. You see, let me tell you this story. I was teaching a young girl in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. She's around 21 years. I asked her, she's doing science, so I was teaching her chemistry. I asked her, Lisa, what do you want to do in future? Why are you studying science? She told me, I don't want to work for anybody. I want to work for myself. I want to establish my own company. This is a girl whose both parents, mother and father, both own companies. But she has not put her mind on her parents' businesses. She decided to create her own business. 21 years old girl. You see, if it was I or you would say, I want to get a job in a big company, get married, and live a better life. You see, your mind is towards getting a job in a big company. When your father or your uncle or none of your brothers own a company, so who will open the job for you to work in that big company you are talking about and get married and go to UK for honeymoon? You see, because our education system has made us to believe that it's impossible to create job. So you have to be an employee. We have to work for somebody. So you see that anyone that completes school, you see the person roaming around with a fire in the hand. In fact, outside Ghana, any African you see will be holding a file. Don't ask why. He or she is looking for a job. Why others are holding tablets or iPads? We are holding files, searching for jobs. Because our education system has crippled us, constrained us to become employees, to become job seekers. So why should somebody holding PhD in business administration find it difficult to get a job? Because in the business school, he was taught how to write award-winning, job-winning CVs. So he can create business proposals for you now. He or she can create business proposals for you here and now. But let him or he establish a job, his own enterprise, is a problem. You see, now, what has happened? But the kind of curriculum we are running is no longer relevant in the industry. You see, because we are developing a continent. Every African country is a developing country. So the courses that we should be running should be job creation oriented courses. Courses that will lead us like entrepreneurship and innovation. But what are we studying? Life skills, to teach children how to brush their teeth, bath 3 days three times a day, and then how to save their whatever past. You see, people have not gotten job, and we are talking about how to bath and brush teeth. What do we need their teeth for if they can create a complete school and create jobs for others to get food to eat? You see, some of the courses are completely irrelevant or are no longer needed in the system, even from primary to junior to the university level. Our courses are not relevant. You see, so other developing nations are focusing on entrepreneurial driven courses that will help graduates to become entrepreneurs, because there is what we call saturation in the labor market. The jobs that are created are very few compared to those that are coming out from universities. So if you cannot do something differently, innovate and establish your own job, you will look for a job from north to south, east and west, and you will not find one. You see, that's the problem now. So many developing nations elsewhere apart from Africa are focused on entrepreneurial driven courses such as STEM, science, technology, engineering and mathematics. We are focusing on liberal studies. Lately, I've seen that every Ghanaian student wants to do law. Everybody is struggling to do law. So you see them competing. You see, I've seen other people, maybe my colleagues from Nigeria, everybody want to do business administration, to go and manage which business. This is a country that doesn't even have job, and you are doing business administration to go and manage whose job. You see, there are new courses that are entrepreneurial driven that you can complete and then be able to establish yourself. These are the courses that our education system should focus, but they are not doing that. Just imagine recently, Ghana was thinking about incorporating LGBTQ into primary school curriculum. Primary school, 6 years children should be learning how people want to become gays or they want to become lesbians. Which employer will want to employ somebody and be asking for skills or knowledge in LGBT? The government that was actually championing this, if the Minister of Education should establish his company, will he employ somebody with knowledge in LGBT to come and do what in the company? So you see, we have missed our priority. So we are focusing on courses that are not demanded, are not even needed in the system as of now. You see, even if we are not against LGBT, there is no point including it in our education system or in our curriculum. When we are a developing nation, we should be thinking about equipping our students with entrepreneurial skills so that they will become champions. You see, so this is where the problem is. Our education system has promoted unemployment. Most of us come out. All we know is that submit your CV, let me see. Submit your CV, let me see. So you travel outside Ghana, apart from nursing, maybe medicine, and maybe teaching. The rest of the courses you'll not be needed. That is the gospel truth. So that's why our people are frustrated today, because we are taught how to read and write and pass exams. Rote learning in our system. We have learned how to just memorize, read, write, pass, and forget. No skills. That is why China has taken over Africa today, because they are learning technical courses. So you see, every government in Africa is looking for Chinese to award them contract for construction of roads and interchanges. But what are we doing in ourselves? We cannot do it. Meanwhile, we have courses in engineering. We are only learning it in classroom, no practicals. Now, when COVID-19 pandemic struck, you see, my university of Kuala Lumpur, manufactured its own PPE. Okay? Then detergent and all those things. In Ghana, we have University of Science and Technology. Everyone, even including the lecturers teaching microbiology, everyone was waiting for supplies from China. Our university could not even come out with anything to support government to fight coronavirus. Meanwhile, this is a university that was established to be science-oriented. What is happening today? They are now reading business, law, and what courses that are not even relating to science and technology. So how do you come out with something innovative? You see, so we have missed our priority. So our curriculum planners have done us a big disservice. They keep including things that are irrelevant. Let's say for Ghana around 2007, when President Kufuor introduced the Anamwa Mensa curriculum review, they introduced ICT. Children should be learning ICT from primary school. I was a teacher by then. We only received syllabus, no training to train teachers on the new syllabus, how to teach ICT. So as a teacher, and you have not even touched a computer before, how do you go and teach ICT? So if you see some video going around, a guy was trying to teach a folder and a file, and he was struggling. And the secretary supervisor has to go and rescue that person. The teacher had no idea about what is a folder, what is a file, because he or she was not given that training skills. We went through school that does not teach ICT. So how does he come as a teacher to teach ICT? Elsewhere, it's not happening like that. You need to get training and development to be able to handle the subject. So our education system is actually promoting unemployment. You come out raw like that, no skills, no employable skills. So job seekers are tired of us. Okay, thank you very much. And one thing that has further destroyed our education system is politics and religion. Now, every government that comes into power in Africa want to make changes to our curriculum, want to change syllabus, introduce something new, so that they will say this government did this. And what is it? All of them boils down to the same point. We come back to the same point. No, nothing, no value. No value is added. You see, at the end of the day, we just had education, the curriculum review. What has been added? Nothing. The only thing we wanted to include was LGBT, which Ghanaians rose against it. Apart from that, what else? You see, so our education system is promoting unemployment, making graduates to be non-employable. They are not actually, they don't possess employable skills. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Share this video, like my page, Peter Lawyer to my PNY, and then stay tuned for the next lecture. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day ahead.